Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate everybody's patience. It's an honor to stand here today and carry this bill on behalf of Governor Lee, who made this part of his campaign about giving children a choice when it comes to education. As he put this bill together, I think he used both his heart from personal experience, seeing what a difference it makes when a child is given the opportunity to have a different educational experience. But as he put it together, he also used his head to make sure that it's going to work. We currently have school choice in the state of Tennessee. Everybody is familiar with the Hope Scholarship that we do here in Tennessee. Those are public dollars that are given to a family, and then they go ahead and pick the public or private school of their choice. It works great. I don't think anybody here is opposed to it. In fact, if we came down here with a bill to try to change it to do like we do K through 12, where a bureaucrat would draw a circle and say, because you're from Knoxville, you have to go to UT Knoxville, or because you're from Nashville, you have to go to Tennessee State University, there would be an outcry. Several years ago, Representative Deborah Moody, who's in our prayers today at the passing of her mother, passed the individualized education accounts. Very, very similar to what we're doing today with the education savings account. And the same protests were made, that there would be fraud, this would be terrible, the kids would be left behind. And yet it's been, even though it's in small in numbers, it's been extremely well taken in by the families who have used it. So those are some school choice programs that we already have here in Tennessee that are working. We also have a different kind of school choice that we need to talk about also, and it's not as good. And it's been alluded to by several members here on the House floor. It's called moving. Because the way we do K through 12 is geographically we have a bureaucrat downtown draw a circle and say, this is where you have to go. We have people who feel they have to move into that circle. And so this causes problems for our LEAs in Knoxville. They're talking about having to build a new school in the Hardin Valley area. It's not because the people there are more fertile and they're having more children. It's because people are trying to move into that school system. So instead of giving school choice where people can stay in their homes, they flood a place. We heard the leader talk about people fleeing Davidson County and having to move into Sumner to get within that circle to have it done. This also causes another problem by moving. We know that a lot of our challenged schools are caused because of the challenged environment of the neighborhoods. But what we do is we incentivize those who may have more of a value for education, who may be able to bring something to that community. We say, you know, if you're going to take care of your kids and your perceived need for their education, move out of that neighborhood. And so instead of some people who could stay in the neighborhood and do neighborhood watch programs and neighborhood associations to be a good influence and a help to the single mom with 3 kids who live next door, who could read to her kids on the front porch, instead we drive those people out. And that's why year after year we have these failing schools. Now it's long term, but if we go with a program like this, we not only help the children of today, but we help those neighborhoods of tomorrow. While the amendment of this bill is very long and it deals with definitions, accountability, that the heart and the soul of the bill is very simple. Parents will pursue the best educational experiences for their child. A portion of the money already spent by Tennessee will go with the student, just like the Hope Scholarship. And a portion of it will remain with the LEA. And for example, the numbers that I've been given within Nashville as an example, right now it seems like there's about a $12,000 investment in a child. The portion that would go in the educational savings account is $8,097. $3,833, almost $4,000 would be left behind for the LEA of Davidson County. Any way you do the math, that is more dollars per student for that LEA. In addition, we know that there is money that's going to be available for the first 3 years. So that in addition to this money that will go on forever, there will also be money to help these schools with priority schools. The choice is simple. Is it better for a bureaucrat to pick a child's educational environment, or should a parent? I hope you will join me today in passing Governor Lee's education savings account. Mr. Speaker, I renew my motion.